Minutes, that's 2-2. What happened in the last 15 minutes?
We made a mistake on the third goal and we didn't react well to a setback. We didn't stay calm. In that moment, 3-2 even, we're really in the tie. We're in the tie. And then Kvaratskhelia scores an unbelievable strike. And that happens. And at this level, the quality of players on both sides, we're an inch away from 3-3. The disappointing one, you never want to lose a game, but the fifth goal, in that moment, after a flashpoint, we don't keep our heads in that moment, we don't keep our cool, they break our press and score a fifth goal. It makes it very difficult to come back from, but it's not impossible.
I want to ask you about Filip Jorgensen as well. He made a couple of good saves tonight, but ultimately he was playing some risky passes. Was that a directive that you wanted to see, that braveness for a start, but then ultimately it was mistakes that led to a goal?
Of course, you have risks playing everywhere you play. You can kick the ball long and it can come back very quickly into your net, or you can play short and build. That's the risk that we take. Myself, I'm accountable to that. I asked the team to play a certain way. Yeah, it's a shame. Because of those build moments, we had more control in the game than what most teams do here. But fundamentally, somehow, we talk about XG, but I think they've had 0.8 or something, and they've scored 5. And that's something really, really difficult to swallow. We don't have a lot of time to digest. We've got to get back on the plane. We've got to make sure we recover, ready for Newcastle and ready for PSG in the next leg.
As his manager, do you sense he's lost any confidence?
No, that's on me. That's on me. You always lose confidence with mistakes. That's normal. But we have a really good group of lads. We don't blame for mistakes. We can't make the same mistake twice.
I want to ask you as well about Pedro Neto and the incident at the end there. He's apologised. He's come out and apologised and explained the incident. But is it a discipline issue again?
Yeah, I genuinely have not seen what happened. I heard there was an altercation with a ball boy, and you never want to see that. I've just been told Pedro's apologised. I have to see it back, and I'll speak about it in the days to come. But even in that moment, as a group, that's happened. Just switch on to the next moment and make sure we see the game through. We didn't, and we've been punished by a very good team.
Is it too big of a challenge next week at Stamford Bridge?
No, you've seen it happen before. We don't give up. We know we have to come up with a really strong plan to get ourselves back in the tie. And that's why it's so disappointing from a lot of the good up to 74 minutes will be forgotten because of our 15, 20 minutes of madness.
Reece, from a Chelsea point of view tonight, what happened at the end of that game? Because on 74 minutes, you're on level terms.
No, I mean, it's difficult to say. You know, looking at the game, it was, fairly even up until, the 70th minute. Last 15 or 20 minutes kind of, ran away from us, and we didn't finish the way we wanted to.
For some of the goals tonight, it was your own undoing. Look, Filip Jorgensen, do you feel as a captain and more importantly maybe as mate, you need to put your arm around him? Do you feel he's lost confidence at all?
No, I mean, this is football. It's the way we want to play. If you play out from the back, mistakes are going to happen. And, everyone in the team understands that. It's the way the manager wants us to play, and, we are fully behind Filip.
And the same for Pedro Neto. He has come out and sort of explained the incident and fully apologised. But as captain, this discipline issue potentially keeps popping up. Do you feel a responsibility to assist Liam in sorting that?
Yeah, it's it was a strange moment. I turned my back and I didn't really see what happened. It was obviously something to do with the ball boy and trying to get the ball back. So I apologise, on behalf of him and the rest of the club for that. Yeah, it's a difficult moment, and emotions were super high, but that's not an excuse.